Hello everyone, and welcome to Switch's YouTube channel. If you didn't know, my name is Foyin and I am a Switch beauty fan, stan and content creator, and I am here to talk to you guys about my favorite Switch product, the actual Cheekbones. This is in the shade 3 and I'm going to be telling you guys all about it and showing you how to use it on my face to get this look. So if you want to know more about this product or just get a little bit of the down low on what contouring and bronzing is, then just keep watching. But before you go anywhere, hit that subscribe button and let's get into this video. So actual Cheekbones is one of the newest Switch releases and it's one of my favorite and one of the most deeply underrated products on the market right now. It's basically a duo pan bronzer and contour duo. So it comes like this in this little compact with a mirror, and it's divided in half, one side for bronzer and one side for contour. And I'm just going to quickly talk you through what each of those actually means before I get into the demo on my face. So basically, when you put on makeup, when you have put on your foundation, your face kind of looks pretty flat. It looks like seriously one-dimensional, and that's because you've effectively taken all the high points and the low points out of your face by putting foundation on. It is your foundation and you need to add things on top of it. Highlighting is when you add a slightly lighter color onto the high points of your face to give you some like brightness and to draw those things out, whereas contouring is when you add more shadows and darkness onto your face to bring those things in. So if you have a huge forehead and you want to make it a little bit smaller, you're going to contour it a little bit around the sides to kind of take attention and to take light away from those areas. But if you have a small forehead and you want to make that girl stand out, you're going to highlight quite brightly in the center of your forehead to kind of bring that out so that people will see it. You get me? When it comes to contouring and bronzing, there's often a lot of conflation of those two terms, but they're two totally different things and two totally different products. They work super well together and they are in the same exact place, but they aren't the same thing. And this is why. Contouring, like I said, is when you add shadows and depth into your face. So that is going to be a much cooler toned color because you want to add shadows, whereas bronzing, it's when you add warmth and life back to your face, and when you want to be bronzed, it's a warmer tone color. So that's why they're two completely different shades. You usually will contour first to sort of carve out your face and then bronze on top so that you can get like a little bit of warmth on top of that cool tone. Or you can forego one or the other. You can just bronze if you want a glowy summer look, or you can just stick to a contour if you want to keep the things cut and snatched, you know what I'm saying? So it really is up to you. In general, I prefer to bronze, but if I'm doing a super glam face, I will do both. And the great thing about the shade number 3, which is the shade that I'm using, is that this is a really great color for darker skin tones. I have the Fenty Beauty bronzer in their darker shade Mocha Mommy, and it is almost identical to the bronzer that's in this palette. So if you wanted a good dupe or an affordable version, you've definitely found one, and you know that this is going to be the right color for your skin tone and to add the warmth back into your face. Actual Cheekbones does come in 4 different versions, but it's actually just 3 different colors. So there's a light, there's a medium, and there's a dark, but the medium one comes in a cream or a powder duo. Like I said, I'm using the darker shade, which is 03, and that's what I use to get this face, these cheekbones today. Okay, so now we're going to go into a little bit of a demo where I show you guys on my face what it looks like when I use the contour and the bronzer together on one half versus the other, and then we're just going to complete this look. Okay, so I know my face is looking a little bit ghastly right now, but that's because I haven't put any powder, I haven't sprayed anything to set it or let all the powder melt in, so it's just looking really powdery right now. And that's because this is usually the step in which I bring out my actual Cheekbones contour and bronzer kit. So right now I've done my eye makeup, I've done my brows, I've put on foundation, concealer, and I've set my concealer with setting powder, but that's pretty much all I've done. Now this is when I bring out this little baby here. So I didn't cream contour or anything. I'm strictly powder contouring today because I want you guys to be able to see the difference in my face when I use actual Cheekbones versus when it is just plain. So I'm going to start off with this side of my face, and I'm going to be using 2 different brushes, one for the contour and one for the bronzer. So I'm going to start off with contouring first. I always like to contour first because it allows me to like carve out my face, and then I add like the warmth and the body and like the realness back with bronzing and setting. Going in with this dark shade, this cooler tone shade, I'm going to dab into the powder with this angled brush. This brush is great because it definitely hugs your face. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to tap it off. Remember to tap, don't blow, because when you blow your own mouth germs and bacteria onto your brushes and then put that straight onto your face. So I'm going to tap it off, And then I'm going to get right into my cheekbone area. So like if you had to that is the line that you're basically going to follow. It essentially starts from like midway through your ear, and I'm going to place that here and then press it down and dab. And the reason why I'm dabbing is because I don't want too much pressure, and sometimes when you swipe on the offset you're going to leave all of your product in one place and it's going to be difficult to move. So rather we tap it off and start with less and build up to more than we have too much and then we struggle to blend it out. So once again we tap, and then we go in this motion that's sort of upwards going, because we want to lift up our face and like snatch it at the same time. And you can already see like the definition, the cheekbone that has been created in that easy, simple 1-2 step. So now we're going to keep going into our forehead as well. And basically we're going to push this into our hairline just to give it like a seamless transition from our makeup to the rest of our body. And then we're also going to take this down to our jawline, because we are going to erase a few kilos from our face. And it's like already you can see that there's a huge difference between this side and this side of my face. Like there's definitely a lot more shadows, there's definitely a lot more like depth coming through, and that's what we want to see. So now I'm going to take the massive fluffy brush and I'm going to go into the bronzer side, and similarly we're going to dust it off. And this one I'm going to go in like very light-handedly. I'm going to swirl the motions onto my face, right on top of where I put my contour. So now we can see that my face is already way more defined, but then we've also added like a little bit of warmth and a little bit more color back to my face, as well as those like sharp contours to like make me look super snatched. And now I'm quickly going to do the rest of my face so that you can see the difference in like no face versus full face. Okay, so for my nose I like to contour only, so I use the contour color and I tap into the bronzer, but then mostly in the contour, dap it off a lot, and then I start at like my brow and then kind of bring that down into my nose. Okay, so sometimes at this stage of my makeup, my face feels a little bit like disjointed. We just need some help blending things together. So I'm just going to take my regular face powder and just blend the rest of my face. So by taking just a regular face powder and blending it through along the seam lines, if you happen to have applied your contour or bronzer a little too liberally, you can definitely blend that into your face, and it also just blends away any super harsh lines or excess powder that you've left behind. Okay, so now this is done, I'm quickly going to apply my blush, highlighter, set my face, put on lipstick, and then I'm going to come back to finish off the video. Okay, so in a nutshell, pretty much this is it. This is how I achieve my like basic everyday signature bronzy contoured look using actual cheekbones. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that you guys now know a little bit more about this product and you're definitely willing to try it. It is my holy grail. It is my go-to. I love it so much, and it's super affordable at the same time for the quality of product that you're getting, and it works amazingly on darker skin tones. So I hope that this video helped a lot. If it did, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up anyway. Remember to leave a comment if you have any questions, and remember to subscribe to Switch's channel. You can also find me on my channel Foyin OG on YouTube or on Instagram. But other than that, thank you so much for watching.